night, Carlos and Jay, alright. Talking love so bright under the studio lights. Dating tips galore, they're never a bore. Laughing till we're sore, tuning in for more. Love in black and white, they keep it loose and tight. Putting love back in sight with every funny bite. Relationships they break from real to all that's fake. These guys never flake, always make you stay awake. Love in black and white, Carlos J take flight. Keeping love in mind so right, every single night. Through laughter, tears and fears, they've gotten us for years. With jokes and all that's dear, our love's clear. Through laughter, tears and fears, they've gotten us for years. With jokes and all that's dear, our love's clear.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Love in Black and White, where each week we try and put the love back in your eyes. I'm one of your hosts, Big Irish Jay Hollingsworth, and we have the Coco co-host, the Black Don Juan, part-time famous, full-time funny Carlos Anthony.
In here, man. What's going down in these streets?
What's up? What's up? And there's God, it looks like there's thousands in the chat right now. And
but, hey, how y'all doing? Y'all doing great?
I guess first announcement I'll make is October 2nd. Angelique will be on the show. My old lady, the old ball and chain. No, but she'll be on the PCast on October 2nd. So if you have any questions or things whatever, you can email lbwpod@gmail.com. That's lbw as in love in black and white, pod@gmail.com. Somebody in the chat that's being sneaky, not saying nothing. All right, let's get into our topics we got here. Carlito's Way. Is that how you tell girls?
That won't be the first time I've been called that.
In relationships, you're like, hey, it's Carlito's Way, Holmes.
It's gonna start being that way.
Yeah, no shit.
But at this point, it's like, hey, it's my way or the highway.
Is there a stalker update?
No, man. Well, I did pass her today, but she's been very quiet, which is what I like. I like. We got a good look.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the past few times I've seen it again, she's just trying to be very, very cordial, but I'm still on the hey man, so we just go act like that never happened, huh? We just go act like it never
it's still happened. So fucking crazy. All right, we got in here. Let's see. This is a good one, and I got a story on it. Does someone's political beliefs concern you in dating? So we should do this as a two-part. Like, let's say you date someone or you're dating someone and it never came up, and then you start to get more and more serious, and then you find out that maybe politically you guys are on opposite ends of the spectrum.
So we've been dating for a while now, and obviously it's election season, and now all of a sudden you like, wait, hold up, partner. What you think like that? That's what we're going with?
Yeah, you like it never came up before. You guys never really talked politics or anything, and you guys didn't see like any memes or thing where you were like, oh, check this out.
I don't know if that break us up, but it'd be a very high caution flag.
Well, I bet you it all depends on how like, because I've said, like, I have friends that are Trump supporters. I think Trump is a fucking idiot, and I don't understand how anybody would support Trump. But I have friends that do support Trump, and it's all in how you present it, or how you I guess support that side. Or are you either left or right? Are you a fucking psycho about it? Then there might be problems. But
right.
Maybe. Oh, go ahead.
Even, I mean, right now, and I only say this for this period of political climate that we're in. I don't think any other time prior to the present, especially dealing with Trump, do I think I would ever have dated someone that I've been like, your political views is a full stop here. Because I don't think it's ever gotten to that level where it's at now. But I think it's so much shit going on, man, that you have to question somebody that is on the opposing view without any foundation, I guess, for lack of better words, of where you getting it from. Why do you support it? I guess that should be like more like that. So it's I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I was about to say a person that we both know. What up, Crazy Cutie, in the chat? There's somebody that we both know that is a Trump supporter, but I don't want to, I guess, out them, because for work reasons they may not want that out there, right? It's probably not who you think it is. You've met him, but you don't really know him that well. But anyways, that friend of mine is a Trump supporter, and he's even said, he goes, I think Trump is a scumbag. He's like, I think he's a horrible person, but he goes, financially, for like the work that this guy does, and the guy's got some money. He was like, that's why I want Trump, I want him reelected.
And he supports the top tier.
Yes,
or was making money, so it makes sense.
Right. And so, like, in that scenario, because my buddy, he's not crazy about like fucking like disrespecting Kamala and saying fucking borderline racist shit like a lot of Trump supporters will. Not all, but so he's just like, he is mainly looking at it, or only looking at it really on the financial side and how it benefits him, but he thinks Trump is a piece of shit. So I'm like, and I'm just like, that's cool. I can't really separate it. Like, somebody could be great for me financially or whatever, but if they're a scumbag, I don't really want to support them.
Absolutely. Now, if she's rich and she's like, I support Trump, and she paying all, they'll be like, hey, baby.
I know. She's like, I bought your car with those fucking write-offs. Okay, go Trump. Yeah.
You gotta
wait. Crazy Cutie put in here, okay, we got to talk about the new Andrew Schultz stuff. I have no idea what this is.
Let me look it up real quick.
Crazy, can you summarize in the chat? Maybe we should do for Hollings Worthless.
Vegas. What did he do?
Yeah,
definitely update us on that. I can't find that quick enough. What he's done lately.
Let me see. I've been contacted by what is this? Has been contacted by the BBC for comment. I'm reading.
Oh, it says I don't know if this is Crazy Cutie. You tell me if this is the one where he's been exposed for normalizing attacks on Black women. Is that what we're talking about?
I gotta see what this is all about. We should actually, Crazy. Can you email it hwppod hwppod@gmail.com, and then we can bring it up on the next Hollings Worthless, because I literally have no idea what this is about. But it doesn't sound like it's dating related.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we get our podcasts mixed up. We have the Hollings podcast on two. What's today? Tuesday.
Yeah,
And then it's
Jesus.
all about love. It's all about
Yeah.
love. Yeah.
It's all about that love today. Here, I'll put it in the chat too for you, crazy cutie. If you can send in here. Yeah, he had those 2 UK guys on his show, and it is dated related. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think I just saw some clip, and they said that the BBC reached out for comments. So I don't know what that is. I'll take a look at it. We can talk about it.
Reach out to him.
What'd you say? Oh, look, you stupid. Yeah, but getting back to the person's political views. I mean, everybody in here, I think, is along the same in this household. I think is kind of thinks Trump's a fucking idiot, but yeah, it wouldn't affect me and my girl's relationship unless she was like insane with it, or I was insane with my views. You know what I mean?
Right,
I think. Yeah, crazy. If you can send a clip, please. But yeah, I mean, I would tell her that I think, like, this is why I don't, and I'd have to hear what her reasoning is, and we just would probably have to agree to disagree. Because, like I said, I have friends that there's going to be things that we don't see eye to eye on, but it shouldn't affect our friendship unless you're being disrespectful. And then there might be some problems.
It's very simple. Recently, I know I've seen some women that I thought were attractive, and I've seen their political views, and I've been like,
oh yeah,
I don't think so. Now, even not that I even had a chance or even wanted or even reached out to them like that, but you just thought it just changes your perception of views of how you see people now, especially if you really mess with them like that.
Yeah, sorry, the fucking dog wants to be like, and he's like, "What's going on, y'all? Right. So you guys voting Trump?"
We started looking back at you when you said that.
Trump, Apollo Trump.
See?
They're eating dogs, Apollo. What the fuck? I put a note on there that I was going to show you or tell you. So my grandparents, I don't know which one was which. One of them was a Republican, one of them was a Democrat. Mm-hmm. And what they used to for a while, they would not vote because they always said, well, our votes are going to cancel each other out, right? Mm-hmm. And then my grandma found out that my grandpa was still voting. He just told her that he wasn't voting, and then he would vote.
He was like, "Yeah, no, baby, I'll be too. I got to go to Walmart real quick."
I know, yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck! And then he's on a news thing getting interviewed. So you're here voting? Oh God,
that's crazy. I don't know, man. Yeah, but like you said, man, those are conversations when you've been in a relationship for so long, and then you find that out. It's kind of like, all right, man. Like you said, we all agree to disagree in this particular stand, but I'm watching you. I'm watching.
Now, along the same lines, what about religion? Difference in religion, including somebody that's an atheist or somebody that, or maybe they're a Satanist.
I don't know about Satanists. The Satanists, that's going to the next level. So you bring it out. We watched the Deliverance. I don't want none of that to be invited into my home. But everything else, I mean, I don't. Your belief in that aspect, because I have questions, about religion. Yeah. So I wouldn't beat anybody over the head about whether they believe or don't believe. Those are conversations we got to have up front. And I shouldn't say up front, just in the midst of our relationship. Then like, hey, listen, this is where I stand with it. This is where you stand with it. We can either agree to disagree or not talk about this at all.
Now, what if their thing is that you don't believe enough? Like they want you to, they're like, whatever their religion is, we'll say it's like I've always said, I'm a Christian with a Buddhist twist. I'll say that. Like I also say whatever you believe, if it helps you to be a righteous person, I support it, including atheist. If being an atheist helps you to be a good person, then I'm all for it. As you know, it's because I don't think that all loving God or entity, whatever you want to call, or energy is going to be like, hey, whoever you lived this amazing life, you did all this good and everything, but you did it under this this title versus this one. Because in the grand scheme of things, whether you believe in Allah, God, or Jesus, or Moses, or Muhammad, or whatever, I feel like we're all going towards the same, this one higher being, and just taking different paths to get there. So I'm like, whatever you believe, if it helps you be great, then I'm all for it. But I guess with this question, I'm wondering, like, let's say this girl, she wants you to start going to church with her, and maybe it's a church that you aren't feeling, or you're like maybe you're like, oh, I'll go with you, and then you go to it and you're like, in your head, you're like, I ain't really feeling this shit.
I mean, we're gonna have to have a strong conversation, because I don't. How can I even word this? I don't necessarily want to be with somebody who's gonna beat you over the head with it. Like, don't browbeat me over the head that I have to go every Sunday or every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We got to be sitting. I'm not doing that. And again, it's not that I'm not a believer at all, but I have questions, so I don't know. Maybe I go find the questions or look for the questions that I'm looking for, religion-wise. But I don't want somebody just down my throat about it.
Right, exactly. You want to be down their throat. Hello. By the way, I think you're doing the mic off the computer, not the microphone.
Oh, is it doing this
sound?
Again? Hold on.
It sounds a little bit like echoey versus
Oh, you're right. And here we go.
There we go. 1,000% better. Oh my God, it's so much better. So if people
we got to start all the way over. Let's roll it all the way back to now.
Yeah, and we're doing 3 hours today.
Right.
But we have in here, communication is key. Do you know what that is?
Oh yeah, I brought that up because again, we have to address that little situation back when I went to the concert.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That. So let's get into
actually. And by the way, it's actually I know Crazy Cutie's in here. I'm not sure which part it takes place in the full video, but he sent what. Okay, that's fine. Crazy. We're doing a short one anyways. A shorter podcast today. Carlos has a gig. You like how I put it on you?
I did. I see that. I see you do that on me. Not that you're tired and because of old age. I mean,
typical white devil blaming the black man.
So yeah, we'll wrap it up fast. So yeah, what happened, Crazy Cutie?
Can't you see that? Okay, I'm not sure what part it takes place. Yeah, I don't know what Crazy Cutie just cursing at you.
Yeah, I don't know what. Maybe she already knows what's coming. So yeah, about the communication is key. Communication is always important when you're talking to someone. Not even in a relationship standpoint, just in general, communication is key. So I made a mistake when I went out with that young lady, and we were talking about it on the podcast. That it felt more like she was trying to have a date than just hang out. And she just happened to be watching the show that day.
Gotcha.
And so she definitely sent me a message and was like, hey, pretty much she didn't like the way that I portrayed her, which again, I can't make someone not feel a certain way, even though I don't feel like well, let me not even say that. Let me take that off the table. I respect I respect her feelings in that regard. So I do want to apologize. It was not a date. We were just hanging out. It is what it is. She's a great person.
You said before. You said she was attractive and that she was a good person.
Absolutely. So I just want to make sure we clear the airwaves with regards to that, because again, I think it's very important that people have those conversations. And if I felt the ways person, and I got to put this on me, if I felt the ways person, I should have said something to her. Hey, what is this? Before we go out, what is this? Is it a date, or are we feeling each other? Are we not feeling each other? Or what it is? So you don't make those assumptions. So I think communication is key.
That brings up, and that's great, because that brings up, because I think everybody's been in scenarios like that where maybe you like someone and you don't know if they're going into this meeting the same mentality, or you think they like you and you're not. I think I know I've been on both sides of that, where I'm going out with someone and I'm like, I'm really digging her, but I'm like, like maybe she's said certain things that I'm like, is she just like think I'm just like a buddy that we're hanging out with, or So that, yeah. So then the question is, what's a good way to bring that up? Yeah. What's a good way to bring that up?
I just think you got to be straightforward. I mean, if you feel a ways, either way, if you feel a ways about going into a situation with someone, then put your cards out on the table, especially at this age. I
Yeah.
think in this day and age, you gotta speak your piece and then let the chips fall where they may. Whether it be good in your favor or not, but at least you know what the situation is versus the assumptions of I think it's this or it may not. It's too much. It's too much going on right now in this world.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. Have you had that where you've gone out with someone wanting it or thinking, hoping it's a certain way, and then
100%, 100%, and again, this is not that situation. But when I say that, even in reverse, it's not that situation. Wasn't that situation? But I've definitely been in that situation. I took a woman out, wooed her, wined and dined, and thinking, okay, this is about to go down. This is somebody I'm really into. And at the end of all that, right? At the end of all that. He's like, all right, you have a great evening. I'll see you around. He's like, you see me around? Do you realize we just went in a helicopter?
Oh, yeah. You can see me around the bedroom.
Right.
Oh, God.
Right.
Apollo.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. So no, man. And it's a sinking feeling because you're doing that under the pretense that something, you hope something is going to evolve from that. So
that's one thing I used to like, if I was going out with somebody, get down, Apollo. Sorry, Jesus. If I was going out with someone and they're, cause sometimes girls will say, they're like, are you expecting something to happen from that? And I always say, I don't expect anything. Cause if you expect something and it doesn't happen, then you're disappointed. So I go with the flow. I enjoy be in the moment, have fun. And then if something happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then, which I kind of learned a long time ago and that's kind of how I was, like, for the most part when dating. I would just go with the flow. If you go into like, man, tonight I'm getting them boots.
Right. You set yourself up for failure.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like you could have a great evening, and if like the whole evening you've just been thinking about, like, am I getting laid at the end, and then it doesn't happen, then it's like it taints the whole date, rather than just be like, man, this has been a dope date. Okay, we're just saying goodbye now. Cool, I'll see you next time, and we'll go from there. The crazy cutie, she said, I'm glad I'm not like that. I'm more a giver. It's cool to get offers, but I try my best to be fair in life with stuff. Yeah, that's
absolutely. And again, it's all about, it really boils down to communication and just understanding where people where they are in life, and you meet them where they're at. Because at this particular stage, with us growing and obviously you in a relationship, I don't know, and I've said that repeatedly on this podcast. I don't know where I'm at in regards to a relationship, and with everything going on right now, I'm even more so just kind of been like, man, I'm just enjoying being by myself, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to, especially if it's somebody new. Oh man, come on, Jesus, you start from the ground floor. Now I don't know if I want to start from the ground floor anymore.
I never did anything with it, but I wrote a premise for a joke that I was like I wish you could go back. Two things. I wish you could go back to when you would just have a piece of paper. Will you go with me, or will you be my girlfriend? Check yes or no. So you just know right away. And then the other one, fuck, did I just lose it? Oh God, the wisdom is showing is what were we talking about? Fucking what made me think of this? It was the first point. What were you just saying? Jesus Christ, this is real time.
Now you made me forget what I was talking about. Now we both like, this is just about what was I saying? I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know if I want to be. Yeah,
it was like, if I was gonna say, I bet it. Whenever it does happen, this isn't it. I'm just trying to talk until I can remember. But I bet that when you do find someone, ever, it's going to be when you least expect it. It's definitely. God damn it! I can't believe that I can't remember what the fuck I was going to say.
Oh boy, that wisdom set in good on you.
You fucked up too. You couldn't remember for a second. God damn it! I'm to write it down.
And I feel that way too. I mean, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be something that I'm not looking for or expecting, because I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm tired, man. I'm good on this. It's so we've talked about this on the podcast too, about expectations. The expectations for people are out of control.
Christine, yes, it was a brain fart. Fucking real time. I was like, this is what, just so you know what was going through my head. Carlos said something and made me think of something, and I was like, oh, that relates to this. So as I started to think about that, it made me think of the other thing, which I can't even remember what the secondary thing was. And I started saying the secondary thing, and that made me forget the first thing. So, all right. So, what shows you got coming up, Carlos?
Hold on, Crazy Cutie said something in the comments. Let's see. She said, if I ask, there you go. You read it.
Okay. Well, before that, she said, if I ask you, then I pay. If you ask me, you pay, or we just each pay our own way. And then it's crazy because when I went to see you, I forgot the black guy's name. But I offered him a drink, which is fine because I offered all the comedians one, but he got the most expensive thing.
That's crazy.
Who was that?
Oh, this would be a topic for next week. Then, when you take someone out, are you ordering off the fuck side of the menu, or the regular? Are you being regular? That should be a topic for next time.
And then Crazy said, and it was like his fourth. He said it was like my fourth one. She was like, "What the heck?" He just said thank you, so that was good at least. And then Christine Mann said brain fart, and then Stefan Moody. What up, Stefan?
What's happening?
I can't remember. Oh, fuck, I think he was a local dude that featured there or did a spot. But yeah, I love Crazy. She came. It was like a 3-hour drive, right? She came and saw me in at Chattanooga at the Comedy Catch.
Okay.
She came 3 hours. I believe it was like 3 hours, right? Crazy.
Out of Atlanta.
She'll put it in here. He was local, the comic, and 3 hours from where was it? Crazy. Where you lay your head?
Atlanta. Yeah, that's about 2.5, 3 hours, depending on where you at in Atlanta, for sure.
While she's typing that out, let's do our plugs. It's a short one today, guys. I'm sorry. Carlos I wanted to go like 3 hours, but Carlos has a show, so we got
listen here. Don't believe the hype. Somebody has to go take a nap.
No, I ain't taking a nap. No, I can't take naps anymore, dude. I used to I can't take naps anymore. South of Atlanta. What do you got coming up?
I am at the LA Comedy Club tonight. I will be at Kimmel's next week, and my birthday. Then we have a celebration all week of my birthday, and then blah blah blah. But parttimefamous.com.
Yes, and I will be Friday and Saturday. I'm at Oyo, and Monday I'm at Oyo also. But then also Monday through Thursday next week, I will be at Brad Garrett's hosting for Brad Garrett. You can go to bigrj.com for tickets. And appreciate everybody. I told you it was a quick one today. And we'll be back next week. And if you didn't hear at the beginning, Angel, my other half, she will be on here October 2nd. So if you want to, if you have any questions you want us to ask, I'm putting the email in the chat right now. That's lbwpod@gmail.com. What up, Alice Mariah?
Y'all send in those questions.
It can be about anything.
Yeah, tell people to come join us every Wednesday. Tell them throw the questions out there so we can have something to converse with you guys on, because you are why we are here.
Yes. What a great way to end it. Until next time, we'll keep putting the love back in here, right? Until next time, bye.